Hey, what's up guys? Welcome back to Dear Simon, the series where you guys give me questions and I give advice. Anyways, in the background, like always, I have some gameplay. Now, this isn't actually my gameplay. I would spend time to get my own gameplay, but right now I'm in the process of actually moving into college, so I'm gonna have to get adjusted for a bit. So if I'm not active on anything, that's probably the reason why. Honestly, I'm not expecting to last more than 2 weeks in college because there are a lot of idiots running around having parties and just spreading this virus all over the place. Like, a lot of colleges have already shut down, so yeah, it's probably not going to end well, but at least it's worth a try. These videos and this series really gets me nostalgic because these were the type of videos that started me off on YouTube, but I could talk about that forever. Anyways, let's hop into the question. Dear Simon, I'm really sad all the time. I feel like I'm not good enough. I'm not as pretty as my friends or good at a sport or art or anything like that. And I know these are things that normal people would just brush off their shoulder, and that fact makes me feel worse. I feel like I shouldn't be sad and that I don't have the right to, because I have a normal to pretty good life. I love my friends with all my heart, but every time I see them, I feel so self-conscious and insecure that it's all I think about when we're hanging out. I overthink every single thing, like if they do something completely normal like win a board game, I'll use it as a reason to say, wow, you're so much worse at everything. I have no idea what to do. So that's a lot to unpack, but let's take it slowly. First of all, this is something that resonates with me and probably resonates with a lot of people completely. I mean, don't think you're weird for feeling this way. We constantly compare ourselves to everyone in our day-to-day lives. That's kind of in human nature, and it's really toxic. But think about it. We got social media where everyone's posting their latest accomplishments and where you find people half your age that are double your net worth. I mean, it's insane. You can find 5-year-olds making $10 million somehow. You know those toy review channels on YouTube? Those kids are making more than you'll ever make, and it's depressing. No matter what you do in life, there's always going to be someone that has more than you and is more successful. And I'm going to quote J. Cole here from Love Yours. There's always going to be a whip that's better than the one you got. Always going to be some clothes that's fresher than the ones you rock. Always going to be a girl that's badder out there on the tours. But you ain't never going to be happy till you love yours. And yes, I just censored the B word. We're keeping it wholesome here, alright? To be honest, Emily, this is something that keeps me up at nights. I mean, being a content creator on TikTok, how do you think I feel when I see half-naked guys twerking on my For You page, getting millions of views and millions of likes and making millions of dollars, whereas I turn around, put 10 hours of my day recording, editing, and scripting a video that ends up getting less than 1% of the views that their video gets? It's unfair. It sucks. This keeps me up at nights. This comparison. My mind constantly compares me to these people. And don't get me wrong, I'm so thankful for this community, and I know as a fact that what we're doing here is going to be way more meaningful than anything those big TikTokers doing those half-naked dances will ever do with their platform. And that's not taking a shot at them. I mean, obviously, if anyone had a chance to make millions like that, they would. But it's this comparison that eats away at me, man. It constantly eats away at me. And it's so deadly. It really takes a toll on my mental health. So Emily, when you say that normal people would just brush this off their shoulder, they wouldn't. Everyone deals with this. Because there's always going to be someone with something that you don't have that you really want. There's always going to be it, no matter who you are. I bet even the most famous and rich people and best looking people out there envy others. But think about it this way. You are so unique as a human being. There's no one out there that even thinks remotely the same way that you do. You are so unique. You're made up of unique life experiences. You're good at certain things, you're bad at other things, but you're unique and special. There are 8 billion people on this earth, and every single person out there is unique. You'll never find two people that are exactly the same and think exactly the same way. Maybe kind of close on the surface, but deep down, no two people are even remotely close to being similar, because we all share different life stories and have different characteristics. So there really isn't one perfect human. And I know what you may be saying. You might point to someone rich or famous or a celebrity and say they seem to have it all together. And I'm telling you that they do not. Even your friends, they deal with these things as well. These friends that you envy, they aren't just a simple better human than you, because there's no such thing. Instead, you're so blinded by looking at the things that they're good at to not notice the things that you're good at, because those aren't the same things that they're good at. Okay, that was really confusing. Let me rephrase that. So imagine if you're a professional Olympic skier, right? And your friends are professional basketball players, and you constantly look up to them because you feel like being a professional basketball player is the greatest thing in the world. You keep comparing your basketball skills to theirs because you think being a basketball player is the end-all be-all of life. You keep doing this, and it makes you feel terrible because you're like, they're so much better at life than I am because they're better basketball players. But the problem is you're not looking at yourself. You're a professional skier. You have your own strengths. You have your own weaknesses, just like they have their own strengths and weaknesses. And maybe you haven't found these strengths and weaknesses yet, but as you go through life and progress more and get outside of your comfort zone, you will find them. Everyone is good at something, and I can guarantee that. Everyone has something. Now, I know you might have just made a self-deprecating joke in your mind, like, I'm terrible at everything, I'm the worst human. No, you are good at something, and maybe you haven't found it yet, but keep trying new things, because one day something's just gonna click with you. It might be the most random thing, but it's gonna click with you, and you're gonna realize you're actually good at something. You're comparing apples to oranges here, because what they have isn't what you have to have. 8 billion unique individual humans, and you think that one person out there has it all. Out of all of these 8 billion unique skills that people are good at, you think that being pretty or being athletic or being smart is the only thing that makes us human. It's not. You have so much more to live for, so find the things you're good at. Don't spend your time looking at other people and modeling your life after theirs. I've made this mistake countless times. But until you find what you're truly good at, until you get outside of your comfort zone and try new things and really focus on those things that you are good at and interested in, then you'll truly realize that it doesn't matter what other people are doing. You yourself are good enough. And also, I've heard a lot of people say this, but just because your life is going quote unquote pretty good by society standards, maybe in terms of money, we usually see this in terms of money. If you're rich or you're fairly middle class, middle upper class, you're doing fine. You feel like you can't have other problems. You feel like you can't complain, but in reality, you can. Rich people struggle with mental illness. I mean, look at Kanye, bro. He's going crazy. He's rich, though, but still, he's going crazy. I guarantee you, if you took the most wealthy and famous and rich people that you see in your everyday life and think have it all, and put them into a pool, they would probably have a higher rate of depression than the average human in the US. Now, that's a bold claim, but you've heard it all. You've heard all the people in the music industry getting used and feeling depressed. You've heard all the stories about how people tried to make that money to make themselves feel fulfilled, but it ended up not doing anything for them, and it sunk them. It ruined their life. So yeah, all I'm saying is it doesn't matter how much money you have, where you're at in life. You can still have mental illness or still struggle with things. It's okay to struggle. Everyone struggles, and it's something that we can all kind of relate to. But anyway, guys, I'm going to wrap it up here. Thank you so much for listening. As always, the audio version of this video is available on Spotify at the Keep It Wholesome podcast. And join the Discord, guys. Please join the Discord, discord.gg/keepitwholesome. We have about 2,000 people in there. It's becoming a lot more active, and the community is amazing. We're trying to do more movie nights and stuff. So if you want any mental health support, want to help other people, just join the Discord. It'll be the best decision you ever make. So link in bio or discord.gg/keepitwholesome. But as always, thank you guys so much for watching this video, and keep it wholesome. See you in the next one.